Okay, well, hello everyone. So I tried to record it the first time, but it didn't work. So I'm gonna record it again. I am giving you my update for week one in regard or journal one for my internship with ACUHO-I, specifically Pace University in New York City, doing residential and or housing and residential life. So far the experience has been amazing. I've met so many great people. I've had so many great opportunities thus far, and I'm in the city, so who can complain? I'm in the financial district too, in Manhattan, where everything's pretty much happening. So it's been a great experience thus far. Starting my internship, I landed in JFK, and when I got here, I was welcomed with warm welcomes from our one of our supervisors, Alexa, and she's taking care of pretty much our well-being, like the person who we contact if we need anything or if we need help with um, anything in the building or anything, or the building as in the building we're staying in, or anything in regards to socials that we're going to do or connections that we need to make. She's been an amazing support. So right when I arrived at Pace, she welcomed me with open arms, and I was very, very happy about that. I also was able to meet my other colleagues, the other interns that are a part of ACUHO-I that are doing this amazing experience with me, or who's going to be on this journey with me together. And we've all been pretty excited to be with each other and have done so many things already. We've done a lot of touristy things. Well, a lot of people say, I think on average, each of us has watched maybe like three Broadway plays or two Broadway plays, not too sure, but we've been having a fabulous time here in New York City. So, in regards to my journal, let's get to that anticipation stage, because I know that this journal is supposed to help with reflection on the internship and overall speak to how I myself have become a part of the organization here, which is Pace University, in the Office of Housing and Residential Life. With the anticipation stage, there was a lot of worry, I think, for me at first, because I was just nervous. I was like, oh my goodness, what am I getting myself into? Am I going to be okay with this? Am I going to be able to handle it? Am I going to be able to hack it? Am I just a lot of anticipation of, am I good enough? Um, and also, I mean, coming from Hawaii, it's a big step, so I was kind of nervous, but it was like excited nerves, if you know what I mean. And then on top of that, I just wasn't sure about the culture here. I was like, oh no, like people in Hawaii are very much like, hey, how are you? Aloha, all that good stuff, like very up and like I would say nice. My assumption coming here was that people were going to be rude, maybe a little too rude, where it would be kind of abrasive and very off putting. I was just, I guess I'm just going off of stereotypes in regards to like how New Yorkers are in movies. So I kind of needed to examine that a little bit further, and have been during this reflection time, and I have found out that it's actually not true. I mean, yeah, people might be a little bit more blunt and a little bit more direct, but they're nice people as well. Like there's people in the subway that we were lost a couple times and they were so willing to help, and then there's other people who were still willing to help but just told us straight up, like to the point, not oh, what are you here for? And they just were like, oh, catch the A train, and then you get off and you catch the 7, or something like that. So I really had to critique my assumptions. And then some of my concerns that I had coming into this experience was I wasn't sure if I was going to be, like I said earlier, good enough, because I didn't, or I don't have necessarily all the housing and residential life experience that some other people do. So coming into this experience, I was like, oh man, I hope like I'm going to be able to handle it, or that my transferable skills will be enough so that I can provide my workplace or with Pace University with skills that are going to be able to help push them or propel them forward, instead of kind of just being here and just doing copies and stuff, which I'm not doing, by the way. But also, in regards to clarifying my role and purpose, I think the cool thing about Pace University was that from the beginning they kind of clarified it for us, because when we did our interview and they hired us, they chose, we kind of had to choose like, oh, what do you want to work in? What area did you want to do? So I specifically requested to do training, RA training, and that's what I'm doing here, which is awesome. So in anticipation, I was just more so wondering like, oh, what does that entail? Should I be prepared for certain things? Should I start contacting institutions prior to getting there? So that's a lot of the anticipation that I had in regards to my purpose or my role here. And then in regards to developing relationships, key relationships for me were relationships with the other interns because we need to work together to get these projects done. Relationships with my supervisors. So more so, my supervisor's name is Stacy Butler, and she's the one who's taking care of kind of like my supervision over RA training and the training manual. And then the other supervisor is Alexa, and she's kind of the one who takes care of our well-being, like I said earlier. So just making sure that I create strong bonds with them so that they know that, so that I know that I have people in my corner while I'm here. So I don't want to be alone. I mean, I'm already far away, so I didn't want to come into this experience just like, oh no, like I don't have anyone, you know? So I really wanted to solidify those early on. And the anticipation was kind of like, oh no, am I going to gel with them? Am I going to mesh with them? Are they going to be, basically, are we going to be kind of compatible in regards to our work style, but also in regards to just our personality? So lots and lots of anticipation in regards to developing key relationships. And so far, I cannot complain. And I'll talk about that more in the exploration stage. And then last was the informed commitment. I mean, I was coming here guns blazing. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to do things. So my anticipation of my commitment and then the university's commitment to my experience was just hoping that we were all on board to making it a memorable experience for both of us. And so far that's been the case. When I got here, it was already from the jump, they're already like, we want this to be one of the experiences that you'll always remember. And talking to my supervisors, they've shared with me that this has definitely been, when they did their ACUHO-I, an experience that they remembered greatly. So for me, I just really wanted to capitalize on that. And as I have, reflected more on the exploration stage, just talking about holistic engagement, that's what PACE University is all about. Thinking and feeling like, so you do a lot of thinking, but you do a lot of, they also acknowledge the person as like a whole, not just, oh, what can you provide to the table? But so far in my internship, they've really focused on that holistic engagement and development. So making sure that we as interns are feeling supported, with getting enough projects that we feel are going to help us with our professionalism, but also giving us opportunities to network and also giving us opportunities to enjoy socials and go out and about and just enjoy life, enjoy our experience, so that it's something that, you want to have the great work experience, but you also want to be able to have memories that you can take back. So I think that's exactly what I've been noticing and when I think about the exploration stage, that's what I've been noticing. In regards to kind of like increasing my capability, I think my supervisor has done a great job in helping me to open up my mind to really know my limits, but also know what I can do. Because I think she's been throwing me a lot of tasks, and at first, for most people it might be overwhelming, but she's been very supportive and like, you can do this. I know you can do it. I mean, that's why we hired you on. So for me, that's been very supportive and really making sure that I feel that I'm capable of doing the work that I'm needing to do, especially not having that res life experience. Like, she was like, you know what, you've handled conferences, you've done things before, this should be fine. You'll be fine. Just let me know if you need any help, and I'm always here to support you. So that's been great. And then our evaluation and progress, like we have check-ins every week to make sure that we're on the right page, because with RA training, it's time sensitive and a lot of things. So like reserving buses, reserving games, like doing all those things are very time sensitive. So we have a lot of check-ins to make sure that I am meeting the goals and the expectations that she has for me, and making sure that I'm getting the task accomplished. In regards to building my supervisory relationships, those one-on-ones do help. We always go to staff meetings, so all of those opportunities provide me the opportunity to meet with Stacy, meet with Alexa, and really make sure that I'm able to kind of create those bonds with them in order to enjoy my experience here. So I'm very, very grateful for just all the socials, more so because those socials give us the time to engage with our supervisors outside of the workplace. So I feel like when you engage with people outside of the workplace, you really start to get to know their personality and make stronger connections, because you're not thinking about work all the time. You're thinking about the person on a personal basis. So, and I've been also just really trying to network as much as I can with professionals in the area, and also with people in the office. So like the director, associate directors, community coordinators, all of the other staff members, to make sure that I can have support while I'm here. Because if my supervisor is not here, because sometimes, you know, our supervisors can take vacation, I want to make sure that I still have support when they're gone. So I've just been really focusing on creating one-on-ones with all of them to get to know them a little bit better, and sending them personal emails to kind of introduce who I am and, you know, just get to know them. And then some challenges that I foresee are, I think the only challenges that I've foreseen in the exploration stage is, I don't know. Honestly, I haven't really foreseen any challenges. The challenge for me so far is having to leave, or thinking about that I'm not going to get to see my project come to fruition, to the completeness. I mean, I'm going to complete everything before I go, but not being able to like implement it, I guess, is the challenges that I see. And then also some challenges are just, we've been working out of this main office. So this is the main office, but there's also a workspace that they've set up for us in Beekman. But since offices are moving here, so this building that we're currently in is going to be sold and demolished. So offices are going to change into another building. So in the meantime, just hopping back and forth has been kind of a challenge. But overall, this experience has been amazing. I cannot wait to update you more with the various weeks when it comes. I just can't wait to update you on my experience, because I've have nothing but positive things to say about this experience thus far. It's been amazing. I really don't want to leave at all. Like, just thinking about when it's time to go, I'm like, oh, can I just stay here forever? Can you just hire me? So I love it here. I can't complain, and I cannot wait to update you next week. So see you later. Have a great day.